Good afternoon, everyone. I am Eric Gertler, and I'm the head of Empire State Development. And on behalf of Governor Cuomo, I'd like to welcome you all here today as we celebrate the groundbreaking of the Belmont Park Development and the future home of the New York Islanders. In addition to the governor, the Islanders, and the NHL, I'd also like to acknowledge our many other partners and supporters who have made this project possible. Elected officials, including state senators Anna Kaplan, Todd Kaminsky, Leroy Comrie, John Brooks, Kevin Thomas, Jim Goran. Assembly members, Tony Diasuro and Judy Griffin. And our community partners and business leaders, including President and CEO of Northwell Health, Michael Dowling. The co-chairs of our Long Island Regional Economic Development Council, President and CEO of Long Island Association, Kevin Law, and President of Hofstra University, Stu Rabinowitz. I would also like to thank Kelly Cummings and the wonderful team at ESD who have worked tirelessly on this project. Other stakeholders, friends and fams who I want to acknowledge, lifelong Islander fans, Ralph Macchio and Kevin Connolly. New York Racing Association President and CEO, David O'Rourke. And finally, I want to thank our partners in labor, our other community partners, and all of the people who work to make this project a reality. Today is an exciting day, not just for New York hockey fans, but because we are breaking ground on a forward-thinking project that will reimagine Belmont Park and accomplish many of Governor Cuomo's goals here on Long Island. We're building Nassau County's economy. We're creating an international destination. We're creating thousands of jobs, and of course, we're bringing the New York Islanders home. To borrow a famous hockey phrase, today we don't skate to where the puck is, we are skating to where the puck is going. It requires vision to foresee opportunities and action to make them a reality. That's exactly what Governor Cuomo has envisioned for this project, and quite frankly, for economic development across the state. The Belmont Development Project is truly visionary. Today, at this site, and south of the Hampstead Turnpike, as you can see, we have parking lots. And at that, they are rarely used by visitors. In the coming months, the construction team here at Belmont will invest $1.3 billion of private financing to transform 43 acres of underused state-owned land into a world-class destination that Long Island expects and deserves. So let me break down for you what this means. This project will turn these parking lots into a 19,000-seat arena, a 250-room hotel, and a state-of-the-art interactive retail village that will cover over 300,000 square feet. This site will be a beacon for New Yorkers and tourists worldwide. The Belmont Park Arena, the new home of the New York Islanders, will be a state-of-the-art 19,000-seat facility carefully designed for hockey fans. Every seat will have great sight lines so you can see the action on the rink. And there will be modern amenities throughout the arena. The arena will be about you, the fans. You will remain the focus of the team, and every detail is crafted to ensure that you have the best possible experience. The arena will span 745,000 square feet and be designed and inspired with elements of classic New York architecture. Iconic beacons at the top of the arena will shine different colors to celebrate specific events, and a brick facade and large window will be there to celebrate the Belmont Park Grandstand next door. The arena will have 2 outdoor terraces like what you see, including one overlooking Belmont Park, with metal BP accents and the use of repurposed local materials. The state-of-the-art arena honors the legacy of Belmont Park while providing everything that hockey fans demand. From the moment that you walk in to an open, bright, airy, and active lobby, you will feel the energy of a championship team, a team that is poised to continue those glory days. The arena is designed so that whether you're in the lobby, in your seats, at one of the restaurants, or one of the markets, you will feel the action. Now, the arena may be the centerpiece, but it is only one part of this redevelopment. Surrounding the arena will be a modern and interactive retail village that will include landscape paths and modern design elements from across the region. This will not be ordinary retail, and it is certainly not a mall. Rather, it is a futuristic retail experience that will redefine the way we shop in the 21st century. And while this project starts with a new home for the Islanders here on Long Island, this is not just a site for hockey fans. It's not just about concerts or shopping, and it's not just a venue for new community events. It's about creating a destination that all New Yorkers can enjoy. Belmont Park will become the family destination. While father and daughter may be enjoying the hockey game, mom and son may be shopping. And then afterwards, they can gather together, have dinner, and do so at one location. Now, that's the vision for the physical structure that is being built. But with this project, we are also investing in the people of the state of New York. We are creating 10,000 construction jobs. That means good jobs for electricians, carpenters, masons, and others across the region. And when the project is complete, this project will sustain 3,200 full-time jobs. This is a mammoth project, and this redevelopment will have a real, positive, and meaningful impact on thousands of New Yorkers. This project will also improve the quality of life for New Yorkers. Construction will generate an economic impact of $2.7 billion, and each year, ongoing operations will produce $850 million in economic activity. That investment in the regional economy will then support the county, the town, the MTA, and the local schools. The project will include over 5 acres of open space. The developers have also committed to improving 2 of the local public parks, Elmont Road Park and Hendrickson Avenue Park, and doing so through a community-driven process. We have already hosted a meeting with local stakeholders, and we will continue those discussions to ensure we deliver the park upgrades in partnership with New York Belmont Partners, Nassau County, and the town of Hempstead. Thanks to an innovative public-private partnership, this project will also boost access to public transit, delivering a new full-time Long Island Railroad station in Elmont. Back in 2008, 11 years ago, this community called for new commuting options in the Elmont Vision Plan. Today, Governor Cuomo is delivering on that need identified by this community, bringing a new train station as part of this project. This new station will be built in 2 phases. The first will be open in time for the 2021 hockey season with the opening of the new arena. This phase will include an eastbound platform for trains heading from New York City. In late 2022, after the 3rd track project is completed, we will finish the 2nd phase, which includes the westbound platform and an overpass connecting it to the eastbound platform and the Belmont Park site. This 2nd phase is critical because it delivers a single-seat ride for fans traveling from further out on Long Island to Belmont Park. Right now, if you live in Ralph's hometown of Port Jefferson and you want to take a train to Belmont Park, you need to ride to Jamaica, past Belmont, and then backtrack using the existing spur station. When the new Elmont station is complete, backtracking will be a thing of the past, and Long Islanders will have direct access to this arena and the new retail village. This new station will welcome visitors to Belmont Park and provide a new full-time commuting option for local residents. And whether you're coming from the city to Belmont for a game or a concert or an event, or you're an Elmont resident with a faster, easier commute thanks to this new station, we will be enhancing your quality and standard of living for those in this region. Taken together, this project is greater than the sum of its parts. With the Belmont Park Redevelopment Project, we are not just building for the present, we are investing for the future. We are skating to where the puck is going. Thanks to Governor Cuomo for making Long Island a better place to live, to work, and to play. Now, as a hockey fan born in Montreal, I remember very clearly how the Islanders snapped the winning streak of the Canadiens to win 4 straight championships. With the storied history of this great franchise and the legacy of Belmont Park, I know that an exciting new era, rich with great traditions, will shine in this new arena. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce the person who has made this possible, the man who not only articulated the vision for this project, but who's also provided us with the resources and tools to make it a reality. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our governor, Governor Cuomo, to the stage.
Well done. Thank you, sir. Well done. Good afternoon. How great a day is this? First, Eric Gertler and the whole team at Empire State Development. We wouldn't be here today without them. Let's give them a big round of applause. John Ledecky, the owner of the Islanders. Thank you very much, John, for everything you've done. To Fred Wilpon, who is a New York legend, and Jeff Wilpon, thank you very much for staying with this project. Commissioner Gary Bettman, who's been great for the entire league, but he's also been great to New York. Let's give the commissioner a big round of applause. Islanders captain Anders Lee, thank you for being here. To a lot of people had to work together to make today a reality. Let's give a big round of applause to County Executive Laura Curran. To my colleagues in the legislature, special thank you to Senator Anna Kaplan. Let's give her a round of applause. And the star of the Senate team is Senator Leroy Comrie, who showed the professionalism, the responsibility, and the political courage to do the right thing. Thank you, Senator Leroy Comrie. Today is great. I'm an old Queens boy, and for many years I'd go up and down the Cross Island Parkway. You'd look at this site, and you'd say, why doesn't someone do something with that site? 440 acres, all sorts of potential just sitting there, and it sat widely unused for a long, long time. Well, today is a different day, my friends. This is going to be a transformative project that I think is going to energize all of Long Island. It does several things all at once. First, bringing the Long Island Railroad here to Elmont, a Long Island Railroad that goes both ways. You can commute into the city. People can take the Long Island Railroad to the game. That is a game changer. It's long overdue. You put it together with the other Long Island Railroad improvements, the second track, the third track, 59 renovated stations. It is going to be a different day. And finally, the Long Island Railroad's going to be here. Second, it will revitalize the entire economy, I think, of the region, certainly of the locality. 350,000 square feet of development, a hotel, retail, 10,000 construction jobs. It's going to maximize the potential of this site, and that's long overdue. And third, it is going to bring the Islanders back home where they belong. A 19,000-seat auditorium stadium in the middle of that development with restaurants and retails. It's going to be state-of-the-art, and it is exactly what Long Island deserved. The Islanders were just more than a hockey team. They were a Long Island identity. They said to Long Island, you are special, and you have your own team. And that's the name of the Islanders. And God bless other parts where they play, but there's no place like the Islanders playing on Long Island, period. They've already started to make the transition back home, as I call it. Commissioner Bettman and I had an agreement where 21 games would be played at the Nassau Coliseum as they're making the transition back home. I spoke to the commissioner as part of this transaction, and the commissioner promised me that they would play even more games at the Nassau Coliseum. I know the commissioner is a man of his word, and I know that there are many state police on site today. Just in case the commissioner is not a man of his word, but I know he is. I want to thank everyone and congratulate everyone on what is really a fantastic development. This is one of the largest and most impactful developments that have been done in the entire downstate region in a long, long time. And you know what we call a project that brings three great things together: a new transportation terminal, a great economic development vehicle, and a great new sports stadium. Three things all together in one project. The technical economic development term is, that is a hat trick, my friends. Congratulations. Let's give the commissioner a big round of applause.
Thank you, Governor Cuomo, I think. When people look at the history of the Islanders, it's easy to think about winning the 4 Stanley Cup championships. It's easy to think about Trottier, Bossy, Gillies, and Potvin, and the other great Islanders who have played here over the years. But this today will go down as one of the great days in the history of the New York Islanders, because this is the day that assures everybody who has anything to do with the Islanders, who cares anything about the Islanders, who's passionate about the Islanders, as Islander fans are, this is the future of this franchise right here on Long Island. And without a number of people who I want to thank, some of whom the governor has mentioned, this day wouldn't have happened. Obviously, there's Islander ownership that not only has invested time and energy and creativity into this project, but they've also have devoted the resources necessary to make this project a reality as a private vehicle for financing. And that, in this day and age, is no small task, particularly with how much has to be invested to make everything you heard the governor talk about a reality. I also want to thank Charles Wang and acknowledge his family. The late Charles Wang had a vision for Long Island. He didn't start out as a hockey fan, but he knew that the Islanders were important for hockey fans and for all of Long Island, and he put his heart and soul into this team, and he is terribly missed by all of us. He was a great man, and as I said, we miss him to this day and will continue to. I also want to thank Jeff Wilpon and Sterling and Tim Lewicki and OVG, because this was a complicated transaction to put together, and without their expertise and their commitment and confidence, this day wouldn't have occurred. Perhaps most importantly, we have to thank Governor Cuomo. It took incredible vision, commitment, passion, political skill, and determination to make this a reality. And with all of the discussions and the fits and starts over the years, Governor Cuomo never lost sight of the fact of how important this was, not just for Islander fans or the Islanders, but for all of Long Island. And like him, I grew up in Queens, and I get the fact that this place has always been underutilized, that there's always been a great opportunity, but most importantly, this is great for the quality of life on Long Island. And so, Governor Cuomo, I cannot thank you enough, but as I'm thanking you, I need to do something else, and the state police can put your weapons away. The governor has made it a priority to tell me how important it was that we begin the transition back to Long Island for the Islanders even sooner. And on that basis, because I know it is that important to the governor, and because we have had confidence in him every step of the way, the Islanders are going to play 7 more games at the old Nassau Coliseum. And that gives you another opportunity to more conveniently to see Captain Anders Lee and his teammates take the ice again in what should be another spectacular season. And keeping that in mind, I'll do a shameless pitch for season tickets. You should know that as of today, the Islanders have twice as many season ticket holders as they did a year ago. And so, and that's a testament to what the players and Barry Trotz and, as importantly, Lou Lamoriello have put together for this great young team, for whom success, we know, is only around the corner. And by the way, saying no to both the governor and Lou Lamoriello is not an easy thing to do. And so, yes, the 7 games was not in doubt. But if you want to have first priority on your seats in the new building that's going up behind me, I suggest that those of you who don't have season tickets sign up for them right away, because if they double season tickets again this season, a lot of you are going to get shut out. Anyway, the other great quote about hockey, the old Eddie Johnson quote, "It's a great day for hockey." Today is a great day for hockey. It's a great day for the Islanders, and it's a great day for Long Island. So thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the owner of the New York Islanders, John Ledecky.
Wow. Thank you so much, guys. This is a tough act to follow. And the governor talked about a hat trick. Well, he's a Queens boy. Commissioner Bettman's a Queens boy. And yours truly grew up exactly 6 miles from Belmont Park. So it's a hat trick of Queens boys. And before I thank a lot of the same people, I want to say the governor saw somebody waving at me and said, "Who was that?" And I said, "That's a Queens boy. That's my classmate." And there's several of them here from PS 169 in Bayside, Queens, to see this momentous occasion. Thank you guys for turning up. That means a lot to us. I am overwhelmed by the support of everybody here today. The arena and retail village and community center will be a destination for the surrounding region to take pride in. I want to thank Eric Gertler. I want to thank the team at ESD for the work they've done. This is truly going to be a world-class destination. It is going to be a state-of-the-art arena in every single respect. We are standing here today because of the extraordinary support and tremendous unwavering commitment of a person that I've come to call a friend. Governor Cuomo, you are unreal. You are one of the best governors in the history of this great state, if not the nation. Thank you so much for your vision for Belmont, and thank you for making this a reality. Behind the governor, always a priority, we owe a special debt of gratitude to the top commissioner in sports, Gary Bettman. Gary and his colleagues at the NHL have been a driving force on this project. Without him, I can tell you that trying to convince Dewey Shea, my partner in the deal, and Scott Malkin, who truly is another visionary, to do this, it took meetings with the commissioner to explain to my great partnership how wonderful this would be for New York, for Long Island, and for the National Hockey League. Gary, you are the best arm twister in sports. Thank you. Third, we deeply appreciate the support of the Long Island community. And as the governor and Commissioner Bettman have just announced, we're looking forward to playing even more home games this season right here on Long Island in front of our great fans, whether it's the sign man or all of you in the heat sweating for the Islanders. The loyal Islander fans, the New York Islander fans, are the best fans in all of sports. Thank you, Booster Club. I see you out there in force in the heat. Thank you so much. Who's next? There's a lot of politicians on this list, but they're not next. I'll tell you who's next. The man who is changing the culture of the Islanders, the man who has multiple Stanley rings, the man who actually built an arena before joining us. We are so grateful, and the fans are so grateful to Lou Lamoriello for what he's done for the Islanders. Lou, please. The first thing Lou did when he talked to Scott Malkin about coming here is he said, we have to do everything world class. We have to have the best practice facility, and now we do. But we also have to have what I consider, Lou said, the best coach in professional hockey. And he made a phone call to a guy who put up 103 points with the gentleman on the stage today, the 5th best in the National League, and we beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 4 straight. Who is that man? Coach Barry Trotz. Barry, stand up, please. Stand up so they can see you. Barry, Barry. Some of my friends said, what are they saying in the arena? Are they booing the team? I go, no, they're going, Lou, Lou. And they also shouted, thank you, Barry, at the end of the season when we made the playoffs. So thank you, Barry, for that. But Lou and Barry are great, but without our players who made it here today to celebrate this and who are going to be playing at this great new arena, I want to briefly just have them stand up. Andrew Ladd, our assistant captain, Josh Bailey, defenseman Devon Taves. Tough guy, Ross Johnson. Defense man par excellence, Mr. Pollock in the back, Adam. A guy who took a lot of money from us this year, but is going to be an Islander for a long time, Brock Nelson. A guy who finally came to his senses and got engaged, Scotty Mayfield. You guys are hidden behind the... How about Ryan Pollock? A guy who's great on the ice and a guy who works with military families in his home area. Our goalie, Tomas Grice. A guy who feels very strongly about community, working with charities, trying to fight the dreaded disease of Alzheimer's. Signed a new deal with us, Beau Villiers. And last and certainly not least, a guy that will be our captain for years to come. The team supports, the organization supports. A guy who's doing things for children's cancer, both announced and unannounced every day of his life, who recently got married to a wonderful woman. Our captain, number 27, Anders Lee. And our fans know you can't say Islanders without saying Anders, right? So that's the important thing. I want to talk about our partners on the project. You've heard about Tim Lywicki. I see that we have Peter Luco and Hank and other folks from Oakview Group in the audience. They've been terrific partners since day one. They have given us the vision of building many arenas around the world, world-class arenas, and this is going to be their title project. This is going to be the creme de la creme. Thanks, guys, for your support. I also want to say thank you to the Wilpon family and to Richard Brown of Sterling Project Development. Richard was there at every single community meeting, patiently describing the benefits of the project and the way the project would interact with the community. Thank you, Richard Brown, for being such a great partner. I've never been a politician, so this was a maiden voyage for me in terms of meeting folks who have served our country and served our community and do it tirelessly. And I got to meet them, and I was privileged to do so, and I want to thank them for their support. They were out front on this project and made it happen. Senators Anna Kaplan, Senator Tom Kaminsky, and Senator Leroy Comrie, thank you again for listening to us, thinking about this project, and helping us get it across the line. Alongside you, two great Islander fans, I know because I see them with their kids at the games, Nassau County Executive Laura Curran, and Hempstead Town Supervisor Laura Gillen right there. I want to thank all the other elected officials. Time doesn't permit us to go through every single one, but I also want to thank NYRA President David O'Rourke for being with us. We look forward to a long and wonderful relationship with NYRA. Thank you so much for being a supporter. Michael Dowling got a shout out from the governor, but I'm here to tell you something else. Northwell Health, for many years, has been an enormous supporter of the New York Islanders. Our practice facility has a Northwell Health name on it, which shows part of that commitment. Today, I am so proud to announce that Michael and Northwell Health are going to be a founding partner at Belmont Park Arena. Thank you so much, Michael, for your support of our team. It was a little over 5 years ago that my 48-year friend, Scott Malkin, who cannot be here today due to a family conflict and apologizes, but is here in spirit and is probably watching this live stream, taking notes and telling me what I may not be doing right. I'm so happy that he and Dewey Shea and I were able to work with and gain the confidence of Charles Wong, because Charles loved this team and he loved Long Island so dearly. He passed. We miss him. We miss his mentorship, and we wish he was here to join us in this celebration, but we know he is here in spirit. Charles, thank you. Thank you for your help. As owners of the team, we know that we are only temporary stewards of this storied franchise. our responsibility, first and foremost, is to protect this team, protect the crest, and build community trust. It is our obligation to always do what's right for the fans, for Long Island, and for the community. And that's what this arena is all about, providing the Islanders fan base and the greater New York community with a world-class venue and an iconic location for generations to come. All of you here today hopefully will remember this day. All of us on stage certainly will. And hopefully years from now when you're driving by, you will say, wow, I was there when it all started. What a legacy for the community. Today's announcement is a giant step towards the revitalization of the great community of Elmont, our partners in Belmont Park Arena. Thank you, Elmont. You were there in the beginning and you supported us through and through. This arena will go a long way to catalyze development and ensure that Long Island not only stays competitive, as Governor Cuomo wishes to have happen, be the most competitive area in the country. So thank you, Long Island. Thank you for being here today. I want to end by saying 4 things. 1, we can't wait for the last drop of concrete to be poured, can we? Yes, exactly. We can't wait for the final beam to be installed. We can't wait for that scoreboard to be raised to the rafters. And we can't wait for the first puck to drop right here for the 21-22 Islander season. It's great that the media showed up in force. Islander fans, you're out there and you know what we do when we finish one of these things to show our support of the team. On 3, I'm going to ask you to do that cheer that we do so well as we march our way to another great season. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Governor Cuomo. Thank you, Commissioner Bettman. God bless everyone, and God bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay in your seats as we break ground.